Raptors. Today we'll be talking about the Cobra Chip Raptor Talon and General Ledger from the G.I. Joe Classified series. So here we have the Raptor, his General Ledger, and his equipment. So on the sides we see Talon here with the General on his side. And here we have a nice look, and we can see we have a couple of birds around Talon, a couple of trouble bubbles, and we see his skill set, and we have his code, and on the bottom we have the UPC code. On the top we have the 139. So let's get it on the scale and see how much it weighs. So Raptor is coming in at 9.2 ounces. So let's get him off the scale and out of the box.
Hey, open, damn it! Open!
Now to get him out of the box, cut the piece of tape on at the top. And we'll just simply pull this on out. And then grab it. And here we go. Now here we see that we have the General and his accessories all in plastic, while his wings and everything are on the Cobra backing, and we have a couple of pieces of tape on there, or not tape, but straps. So we'll go ahead and get this out and get these for a detailed shot. Okay, now that we have him out of the box, we can see that he comes with these accessories here. And we can look at his wings. Here's the top and the bottom. Now the figure itself has a nice set of details. We can see the eyes here. And then we have these wings. Very nice looking tattoos on his chest and his necklace. We can see he has a holster for his pistol and his knife. Now the tattoos are also on his arm and back. So you have a nice belt, the loops, pants, patches, and wings on the side. And even on the boots we have a little bit of a Talon, which is a very nice touch. Now his hair is on the side is cut. He has a little bit of a tail there himself. Now his head can move down and up just a little bit. Right and left, no problems. As far as his arms are concerned, should be the standard articulation. Mine's a little tight right now. He can only do so much, but he does have a bicep swivel, double bend in the elbow, wrist on a peg hinge. Now as far as backwards goes, he can do a pretty good back bend and a forward crunch. He has that G.I. Joe split capability, which is very nice. Push these back up and forward, and not so much back. Double bend in the knee, boot swivel, as well as a swivel on the ankles on a peg hinge with a boot hole for the stands. Now getting this guy up, we also have these straps here. You can just take them and add them to his hands. And for his claws, you see them here. Now you should be also able to get them back a little bit more. And he comes with this helmet. The helmet itself fits on there pretty loosely, not that tight. Now we're going to take his pistol, put it in there, get that belt on there. And forgot to mention his belt buckle. A very nice bird image himself. Take the knife, baby knife, and put it there. Now the General, and I just noticed this, these do have a little slight slant in them, so you'll have a right and a left. So the right would go in the right side, and it would be able to fit a little bit better on his wrist than the other side would. So nice touch there. Go with the natural curve of your hands. So that is a very nice touch. Now the General is just more of a statue, a companion for this guy. Doesn't move at all, but does have a peg, so it can sit on his shoulder. But his shoulder does not have a peg hole. His back has one for his talons, and his arms have one for the bird themselves, but they are on the very bottom. So when we look at the wings here, we do not see a hole also for the General. So the only place really for the General to fit is on the bottom of his wing, or his, right there. Come on, focus. This thing has been having trouble focusing after this update. You see here, you just plug and play there, but it's being a little stubborn. It doesn't want to plug, it doesn't want to play. You gotta coax it in there, it seems. And it's every time I'm trying to put it in there, it's not fitting in just right. Looks like it's a tight fit. There we go. And then we can turn it like we need to get the General in the right direction. And that's a weird thing because he's got to have his wrist like this in order to have the General on here. Not very aesthetically pleasing for that. And the General doesn't really sit very nice on there either. Kind of weird placement. They should have done the hole like right up in here. But I guess that's why I buy the products and not make the products. Now I'm taking these talons off right now, so we can take a closer look at the wings. Now the wings themselves can rotate out. They also have this little bit of extra maneuverability right there and here. So you can get them going in a nice direction. Now he has these fans here on the bottom, and they also come out as well. So you can get these out into a long, long stance. If I was to measure how long from this side to this side, I'm getting 17 inches long. So that is very big. 17 inches. Very nicely done. Now, if you wanted to fold them up and have him on a shelf or something like that, you do have the options of either having this folded back, or you could just take it and break it off. Let's just pop that back on. And you can fold them like this to have a little bit more maneuverability. But as we can see, just got to be careful on those. So very nicely done. So anyway, what I'm seeing on these, like I say, is just clipping them on the back. You can have, like I say, him holding the General. You can just twist this to where it sits better on his But the problem is that when you do that, you're not getting the hole underneath, so he's just going to go through this top part and not really sit all that well. Let's see if I can get it just to twist a little bit and go in there. Yeah, you can get him to stand a little bit, but looks a little awkward. It really does. So I'll take these, and that trigger finger is nice to have, but does get in the way. And these, like I say, these do fit. You just have to coax them over that glove. Once you do that, they do fit nicely. Now, if you're going to pose this guy on a shelf, just have lots of room, because I can definitely see him taking up a lot of it. But that's why you get shelf space, right? Clean out some old Joes or something like that, or do something. Always have to make way for the new, right? So anyway, remember,